I gotta change that music somehow. We gotta get some other music, but I'm gonna try this shit real quick. Welcome to the Ruby Brothers podcast, or no, it's the Ruby Brothers Roundtable podcast. Just do the Ruby Brothers podcast. I'm Tap on Beast. I got my little brothers with me. I'll let them introduce themselves as they always do. Whichever one of you guys want to go first. Rock, paper, scissors, that shit.
I'll go first. Twin number one, Christopher. You know what it is. Twin number two, Christian. Y'all know what it is. Today's beer is going to be Lagunitas Beast of Both Worlds. Sort of proper timing as I sit next to the best of both brothers. Tap out Beast of Both Worlds. All right. Yeah.
I'm drinking my diet cherry, or my cherry Coke Zero. So eventually, I'll share a beer with these guys. I'll probably just have to run down or pick it up on the way up, just so I can sit there and do the shit with them. I'm the one that barely drinks, but can outdrink these guys any day.
Yeah, which is quite redundant because we drink too much, but yet we can't hold it at all like you do, brother.
No, shout out to your boy that can actually keep up with me, because I swear to God, I think that was a challenge that one night that I did drink with him. So
Batman is a talented person. We're going to have him on the show one day. I'm going to schedule that.
Oh, yeah, no, 100%. Because, I mean, we could take the iPad anywhere and, bro, we can definitely do it. So
he got a phone. You just log him in with a link.
Oh, if that's the case, then, yeah, we could definitely do it.
Yeah.
So, but let's go ahead and kick it in real quick, because I'm dying to actually talk about this shit, because you're the only one that's afraid to. So, without further ado, Christopher, you popped a phenomenal question. Like, when you put that shit in the chat, I was like, ooh.
Oh, this was your idea.
Yeah, sure enough was, because he found it on, what was it? He found it on Facebook.
Oh, yeah, I found it on Facebook. Oh, asshole 100s.
Yes, and I swear.
Can you share that one? Can you share it real quick?
Nah, I can't share my screen on my phone, unfortunately.
Oh,
but I don't even.
I can share my tablet though, right?
You can actually. I'm pretty sure.
I know I can. I see the button. I just gotta find it, so then it's not that difficult.
I will say this, but the last time we shared something, we the video was and it was because of the music, and that's all it was. It was that Rod Wave shit. Yeah. I will tell you, not a fan.
Of what?
Rod Wave.
Really? Why would you say that?
I just don't. The music doesn't sing to me like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't.
But he's singing. What are you talking about? He doesn't.
What I'm saying is, like, I just can't gravitate to the music. Like, this nigga just turned off his camera. Like, what are you doing, bro?
I'm sorry. I'm trying to pull up the video and see if I can do it real quick. It looks like I have the link. So if we want to try, I could try.
Go ahead. You can put it on as long as the music isn't like copywritten.
I don't know, bro. Oh, never mind. It's not supported on this device.
All right. Well, there you go. So the question was, and let me see if I can find this thread that we got. Oh wait, I literally just sent the message from it. The message was,
Welcome back to a game that I like to call Pick-a-Bookie. That's right. Those I'll show you two booties and you let me know which booty you rather smash. But you can only pick one, all right? You can't be enfrentado and say both. That's the rules, all right? So today, picture the scenario. We jumping in a time machine. We going back to 1999. And you get to pick from two of the baddest celebrity booties at the time. To my right, we got the Puerto Rican queen, the original culotazo. The booty that made all y'all the booties want to run and get fake nalgas just because you wanted a culo like J-Lo. I love you, booty. And to my left, we got the Mexican goddess from the movie Desperado. And all the Cari Freckles was desperate to give us some bichotazo back in the days because she was a tetona. Hey, look at them tetas. I'm talking about Selma Hayek. So, Cari Freckles, let me know which booty you rather smash. You already know who I'm picking because I'm Boricua. So I gotta go with J-Lo. Cari Freckles, welcome back to the game.
So I'll let you kick this one off, Chris. Go ahead. Tell me who you would pick.
Hey, just like my man, yeah, like my man said, it's got to be the Boricua. You got to go with J-Lo. And she got tremendo culo. I'm a culo man, you know what I mean? Selma ain't got no culo like that. She got tetas. I don't need tetas. I need culo, tremendo culo, all day. So I've always been a culo man from day one. So I got to go with J-Lo. Tremendo culo. And
you gonna answer that one, Chris?
You? Chris answered.
Christopher answered. Christian, you want to go ahead and take a shot at answering, or?
Yeah. Now one of them. I ain't picking up booty. I ain't got nothing to do with this conversation. I am married. The only culo I will measure or say is the one I'm smashing at home when I get home, papi. No culotazo or Mexican for me. Esposa. Cabrón. Like
I'm not afraid to answer that. So I got to take Selma Hayek, bro.
What? Why? Yeah, come on.
Bro.
I just for debating purposes, I'm quarterbacking this, not because I have an opinion.
Right. You do have an opinion. You're just afraid to fucking say
times.
Right.
Just to be clear.
Bro, because yes, J-Lo has a phenomenal ass. Don't get it twisted. She does. But Selma Hayek has got that natural beauty, bro, that even in the, like, in what was it, Dusk Till Dawn, bro, I'd let her bite all over. I don't give a shit. She's got this natural beauty that is just...
I'm not going to lie. Both of them are beautiful. And he said time machine, talking about 25 years ago. He said 2000, not 2025.
They both
J-Lo,
still look good.
You know what I mean? I think Selma probably look better than J-Lo right now. Over the years, so I give you that on the long term. Selma's still prettier, but you know. Now, let me ask you a question though, y'all. Wait, y'all realize Selma Hayek has been married this whole time, and J-Lo's still a puti out in the streets. Does that weigh into this decision? Because married Toto and puti Toto are, you know.
Nope.
Don't give a shit. No, because Josh is a puto. See, I did think about that. You thought about that?
It has nothing to do with this conversation, dog. All I'm saying is, bro, and then on top of that, she's got this accent, bro. This Hispanic accent that just drives me up a fucking wall. I'll let her.
You just want to hear someone call you papi.
Yeah. You don't all day. J-Lo can't do that. It's just gonna sound fucking American as shit. Papi. Like, no. Go to bed. Go to bed. It's like,
you are bugging right now.
Absolutely.
That's funny that you say Selma Hayek because I would imagine you might like the loca a bit more, and J-Lo's obviously the crazy one.
Oh yeah, no, she's the craziest. But I mean, again, Selma Hayek played a vampire.
She was playing a part of a movie.
Yes, and J-Lo is a movie. The point is, okay,
literally. She made her own movie. Novella, like, is that what you mean?
Bro, have you not? As a matter of fact, what was there was a Fools Rush In that Selma Hayek was in with you guys probably don't remember. I watched that shit like religiously.
Oh, is that the guy with the guy that died?
Yes.
That's an old movie. Remember the guy off Friends? They made a romance movie. Ew, y'all watch that? Bro, shut up, bro. You watched it. It was like 100 years ago. You were still married, bro. Yeah, I know, but I wasn't watching that. them.
You did. You
Even when I was married.
You watched it. I guarantee you watched it.
She might have made me, but not more than once.
You can. If you're gonna question a movie, you gotta give him homework before we discuss it.
No, I don't.
Because
His
you're not gonna do
memory
it.
is not. I don't.
He doesn't retain.
I'm not gonna do
movies.
the homework anyway.
I was about to
watch
say, you know, this
Daredevil?
nigga don't do the homework anyway.
No, I didn't.
You didn't watch not one of the Daredevil.
I can't find my Amazon stick remote, so no, I didn't watch it.
That's sad, but yeah. He's fired.
Bro, how did you lose your Amazon file? You know you could download that shit.
You know, I have kids, and
You lost the actual whole stick?
no, the remote got it on further stick. It's somewhere in the couch.
It's in your dog's ass,
No, he don't eat remotes.
from what you know.
That part. He probably ate the whole thing and didn't leave nothing behind.
Yeah, just swallowed it like a white chick.
No, he don't.
No, I'm just fucking around. Bro. I know you didn't. I'm just talking shit, bro.
Damn it, bro. So you didn't watch this damn thing. You motherfucker.
I don't watch movies. I don't have time.
It's not a movie, it's a show.
Yep.
It's even worse. That's more.
Yeah, and several shows.
Yeah, hell no, I'm not
Like
gonna
three
watch
right
no
now.
show.
He would have been mad. I'm frankly.
It would have
I'm
started.
pretty mad you asked me to watch it.
He's fired. All right, so I'm gonna move on to the next one since this nigga didn't do his homework. But before we move on to it,
I watched it. We could talk about it for a brief moment.
yeah, I mean, so we had a conversation briefly when you were touching up.
Yeah, it's okay. I sat out with the last one. You can sit out on this one.
I'm gonna duck out on this one.
Compromise, nigga, compromise.
Yeah,
Because the
yeah.
next question, I guarantee you gotta like anyway. So, I want your
I'll have my
opinion
beer.
because I know you said it's kind of slow to start, but it's about to pick up. So, what's your opinion about it?
So, maybe it's just I have different expectations for Marvel movies. This is more of a storyline. It's focused more on like the legal approach, the fighting battles with trying to defend people in their cases. And maybe it's because I never watched any of the prior Daredevil shows, which doesn't help because automatically I'm confused. I don't know the significance of his friend, the girl, the problem that he has with Fisk,
Well, Fisk is Kingpin. He's
Kingpin. My bad.
He's technically the villain. But
the villain. I don't know why he's being a good guy right now. This is very confusing to start off at this point, and it'd be completely all storyline and no action. Like I'm seriously want him to flip around, break some necks, kill some people, hopefully, or something. And it's a bit slow to start. That's my personal struggle with it. But by the time he starts, beating up a couple cops, it got better. But I felt bad that the only colored person died fairly quickly in the show. It's very, very statistical that something like that would happen. They killed White Tiger like fucking mad quickly. Like he had court, figured out he was White Tiger, and then they popped him. Like it was in the Bronx somewhere, by the stadium. It was not. So
I'm gonna give you a little nugget real quick, and then we'll move on to the next one because I see him getting impatient over there. So
our
his
90
niece.
seconds are expiring.
The niece that came up that wanted to see the body, she winds up being the next one.
I would hope so. I'd have been like this. I was like, why didn't they give her the ambulance? I want to see what she's gonna do.
She's gonna wind up taking it, and she's
Are
gonna
we
be
still talking about Daredevil?
yes.
Yes, this is why you need to watch it. You about 4 episodes behind. So
She's gonna wind up taking it and going on to like the new Young Avengers and all that shit.
I don't even know how you know all that. You got too much time on your hands. That's amazing, my brother. But thank
Did you see The Room?
I know.
Like I got the Thanos glove flicking everything off. So yes, I mean, at the end of the day, yes, I'm all about comics and all that shit. I'm the biggest nerd when it comes to all of this shit. So
wow, and we stole them. You didn't. You just read them.
yo, Mom brought that shit up the other day.
What?
Because so Grace had lied about something, and I gave her a little assignment for lying. And of course, I called Mom Dukes. I'm like, look, I was like, I gotta apologize for all the dumb shit that I did back then. And she mentioned about that ordeal, and I'm like, wait, I was like, I wasn't a part of that like that. I was the lookout, if anything. I was like, I'm accessory to it. I was like,
Yeah,
but
you
steal
you
the
didn't have nothing to do with that. That was me and him.
You weren't even
there. Yeah.
No, I was there for one of them.
Yeah, but we was going there regularly. Like, Mom,
Right.
we wiped him out, bro.
So I'm like, how the fuck can you like put me in that one? And I was like, and I'm the one who stood on punishment for that entirety, bro. I was like, the fuck? They got off easy.
Who got off easy?
Y'all niggas got, I mean, you just had to take a butter knife?
Bro, do you not remember we got whooped by her? Several people came by and whooped us. After that, they was waiting in line to whoop us. And then we had to read the Bible front to back.
He was
and
punished for
like a month.
We had to read the.
I don't remember the punishment for a month. I remember you
Bro,
we had
to
an
read-
option.
No, we were punished for a month. We got beat, I felt like 16 times. Mom beat us, our uncle beat us, the stepdad beat us, and then we had to read the Bible and be grounded for a month for stealing comic books. Now, given it was a lot of comic books.
Like a closet worth.
And the sad part is she only knew about that one time.
But
one time.
Well, remember what happened is she knew about the one time, but when the cops came to the house, they started confiscating the comics, and then when they kept getting box after box after box of comics, we got him. Yeah, we got in mad trouble. Boy, I ain't sat down that whole week. I was going to school with a pillow under my ass. I swear, boy.
I felt like I was used to that kind of shit, bro. Because I mean, I got beat a lot, bro.
Yeah, we were hustling that one. That was a good setup, though. One of us used to distract the cashier while the other one took the comic books.
When y'all were kids, Jesus Christ! I thought
I was the whole setup our whole lives.
Yeah,
one was always a distraction while the other one was the stuffer.
Yeah, that was
distract them. I'm bagging everything I can.
It was immaculate. It was
and if they catch us while we on the way out, just run.
Bro, and y'all niggas
run
was
that
fast back then, bro.
Huh?
So y'all niggas was fast back then, bro.
And we didn't have shit. That was before the bikes. You imagine when we got on the bike? Shit, that was before the cars.
Yeah, we were pretty fast then. We were young, dumb.
Oh man,
playing basketball, running and swimming all day. We was little.
But it also helped the fact that we lived right next door.
Yeah, we was right next door.
So the moment you pass that gate,
not even 2 minutes. I'm at the house, nigga. You got good luck trying to find me.
And the way I scaled the fence and the gate, puppy, you couldn't catch me for nothing.
Like, where were you guys? We've been here the whole time. What are you talking about? What? We were watching Simpsons, bro.
I was outside, Ma. I just came back inside.
It was hot. Like, nigga, the sun's down. We live in Florida. It's still hot.
It was hot, though.
So, all right. So let's go ahead and get off of that real quick. Chris, like I said, I got something for you because I guarantee you it's going to be a good one for you. So, a friend of mine actually gave me a good question about 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago, and it got me thinking. I'm like, damn, it's a damn good question. Between Pac and Biggie, if you had to choose one, which one would you choose? And also understand this, before you make your decision so quick, the one that you don't pick at this point no longer exists. The catalog is gone. Like, if they made a movie, gone. Like, anything they've ever created, that would be gone. So think about that. Between Pac and Biggie, who would you choose?
As and what?
To stay alive or die? Elaborate.
Or the best?
Not so much as to stay alive
Who's
or die.
the better of the two?
So the question:
who would you forget?
Who would you want to die? Like, what are we talking about?
If you had to choose between the two, whether it's their catalog, music, movies, it doesn't matter what it is, who would you choose to stay and who would you choose to go? Period.
Oh, I got my answer.
I got mine. Yeah, I bet it's the same answer.
I bet.
I'll guarantee you it's the same answer, but I guarantee you it's a different explanation.
All right.
Who's gonna go first?
Well, you always have a better explanation, so I'm gonna go first.
Oh, nah, go ahead. You want?
Yeah. So I gotta say, you gotta keep Pac and fuck Biggie.
That was not expected. I did not expect that one.
What?
Whew.
Why?
What?
Why?
Why? Pac influenced my life way more than Biggie did. Just because I was born in New York doesn't mean I'm always gonna rep New York on everything.
Pac is
Not
from
on
New York as well.
Oh, yeah, that's another reason why.
Like Pac was from New York as well.
Yeah.
But let me hear your
And he was
explanation.
from the Bronx.
And he was from the Bronx. Even worse. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, he was from the Bronx.
Neither did I. As a matter of fact, hold on. Let me research that one.
Bro, it don't matter. So the reason being, just because Pac one was to me obviously a lot more intelligent. I'm not gonna lie.
East Harlem.
Yeah, I thought it was Harlem.
Way off.
Yeah.
Damn. Thank
Completely.
So
Boroughs off.
to me, Pac had more in his music and his art. Like he was trying to, and like he was doing a lot from an artistic point of view, positive influence. You know what I mean? Positive, kind of motivation for me. So there was a lot I took from Pac. Where Biggie, I didn't take anything but the lyrical content. Like to me, all rappers. I was thinking about this today. That all rappers are just street poets at the end of the day, and we just glorifying street poets. And I always loved the poetry part of the hip hop thing, but Pac was more than that. Like even though he was a poet, he was also like an activist, and that was one of the things that to me I respected more. But that's also he was raised in that atmosphere. His mother was an activist, his father was an activist, so that kind of thing. I'm a little bit more in tune to for personal experience living in Florida. Y'all know why. So you know what I mean? Like I've always appealed to that more than what I have from the whole Biggie, just because he's a poet and he can rhyme. He had good hot fire bars and all that. But Pac was just holistically a lot more. And he was an actor. He was a rapper. He was an activist. He was all that. All right.
You want me to go, or are you going? Obviously,
Oh no, I'm gonna let you go on this one. I'll take the last one.
Okay. So if you had to choose between the two, just content wise, Biggie had one album basically.
2.
3.
2 while he was alive.
Okay.
While he was alive, he had 2. Yeah.
Okay. Let's just do it this way.
Either way, I get the point.
Pac had more content than Biggie did because of his work ethic. As well, he had more, and because the number of movies that he had, Big didn't have movies at all. And if you think about the impact and influence, just having that big of a catalog, like that's gonna speak volume. And as well, when you think about the messaging, I think Pac was very strategic. I think he took advantage of a lot of the things that presented itself to him. So I would favor that, where Biggie was a very big lyricist. Can't discount the lyricism and the content that Big put out. But if you talk about impact and content, I'd pick Pac just because of those 2 points. We could deal. You have different lyricists you could point to throughout the decades that mimic Big, but not many people had that big of an impact as Pac. Everybody had their fucking bandanas because of Pac. The only thing we got out of Big was Coochie sweaters and Yankees hats. You know what I'm saying?
And Jay-Z was really big on the Yankee cap too.
That's true. But
all right, Jay.
You should say Big, because that was you. That was your role model to be a big boy player.
Listen,
The spit game was a big dude, made bitches laugh.
that was it. That was basically it. If I made you laugh, that was a wrap for me. Like as long as I made you laugh, the occasional snort, it was a game over for me. So I gotta say Big. I will say Big, and I'm gonna tell you why. He brought a charisma that put bigger guys in a different category. Yes, he was very poetic, very charismatic with the words and the way he dressed. Like there's not that many big guys that can put on a 3-piece suit and actually look fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn.
Heavy D.
But
Big Pun.
hold on. But you didn't see Big Pun in a 3-piece. The nigga wore like a 5-piece because he had to put on so much clothes. But even then, we're not talking about Big Pun. We're not talking about Heavy D. We're talking about
saying big guys in here.
But I'm saying, like, before all of that, Biggie was on the map. You know what I'm saying? Heavy D was out there, but he was wearing his jumpsuits. He was wearing, he was wearing other shit. Biggie came to the fucking shit with a 3-piece suit, and the nigga was on a yacht. Like, bro, it was fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not going to discredit Tupac in any way at all. You know what I'm saying? When Tupac came into the game, the nigga was a clown. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, we'll go way before that. He was doing, plays. And if you looked at his mannerisms, there was a lot of feminine, you know what I'm saying, moves that he was doing, like the way he was talking. And then all of a sudden, he was an actor. So when he was doing his whole, you know what I'm saying, thing on Death Row, to me, that was acting. Biggie never came fake at all. Biggie never changed up his shit. Biggie never fucking faltered from who he was. He was a hustler. He was a drug dealer. He owned it. Tupac didn't do that.
Let me ask you a question.
Shoot.
Who do you think did he put baby oil on first?
I don't think it was Pac. It was
Pac or Biggie? Do you think which one of them took the baby oil first?
That was probably Craig. Craig Mack.
Craig Mack. I was just trying to think of his name. I swear I was just trying to think of his name.
It was Craig Mack.
I was like the nigga with the fro and the ugly mouth.
Bro, Craig Mack. 100%.
He got it from the back with the baby loop.
Wow. I seen on social media the reason why that whole beef happened is because they said Diddy and Pac was in a relationship.
That's what you said. Like, you gotta get out of here.
I mean, Pac looked a bit feminine, and Diddy liked that shit.
Bro,
it's not that far of a stretch. Did you see the interview when he was in high school and Pac was?
Stop.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
I'm saying
so again, so you think about it.
You gotta relax. You gotta relax.
So think about it.
It sounds like lover's remorse when you have that big of a battle, but whatever.
All I'm saying is
there's a thin line between love and hate.
Pac switched his whole thing 3 different times. When he was in high school and he was going for theater, then he went to Digital Underground with Humpty, and you know what I'm saying? He was like Will Smith and shit like that, just doing his thing. Great lyricist, but then he went to Death Row, and all of a sudden he's a thug, he's a gangster, he's this, he's that.
Well, he had fresh out of jail. He also had the movie there,
and I understand that. But again, to me,
and he got shot 5 times.
Yeah, that sort of changes your opinion about.
So did 50 Cent, but shit, you didn't see him fucking go to theater like that.
No,
he became a hardcore gangster.
Yeah, no, he just started to do that singing shit. I'm like, you with the lollipop.
Hey, but he did that shit when he was going against Ja Rule, which is going to be for another stream. But I'm going to tell you, like I said, again, I still choose Biggie because he never switched up. And I think, honestly, I'll say this like this. I think, honestly, there was a moment where Pac and Biggie were going to squash the beef, and Biggie was going to leave Bad Boy. And that's why that whole shit happened.
Yeah. He didn't take the baby oil that well.
He probably didn't like it.
I don't think a lot of guys like baby oil. Not straight ones.
I think straight guys.
Yeah, big niggas and baby oil don't work.
Skinny niggas, probably. That's why I'm not skinny.
It's debatable. Anyway. Diddy had no discrimination.
So you guys picked Pac. So that means for you guys, Biggie would just go away. And being the fact that it's unanimously, so that means Biggie's done, and Pac will continue on if that was.
You got to do like another.
Yeah, that's.
I honestly thought.
Yeah, we're twins. Like,
you got to do like a Big Pun and like Big L and like Biggie and Pac. Like we got to go through a few.
Yeah, it's got to make it a little bit harder.
Yeah. Because some things we're gonna have a difference of opinion on.
I got a good one for you then.
Oh gosh.
Busta Rhymes or Nas?
Beer Run.
Nas.
This nigga said Beer Run. So you
Yeah.
say Nas.
Nas, automatically.
Elaborate. What was your favorite track from Nas?
Current or old?
Doesn't matter. I mean, shit. Do you
I
have a
don't know
favorite track of
why
his current?
with the track with him and Nori, A Body in the Trunk. I don't know why that's one of my most favorite songs, and it's really because it's really well, it's old school hip hop. The beat is punctured fire, and then it's the story between two people and they just vibing off each other. And when you make music, it's hard to find that. It's hard to find a beat that like catches your attention. And then you have somebody that you could work with in the studio, then you just make a classic song like that. It doesn't happen like that anymore. Like they were in the studio together making the song, and you could tell just with the way that it came out and the transitions between the lyrics. Like it's just, I just think about things like that. And when you think about a Busta Rhymes is lyrical. You can't knock
Energy.
Busta at
You
all
can't.
for lyrics. The thing is that his methodology of music and what he does is very, very quick and lyrical and about entertainment. Where Nas is about a story, and I'm a my attention span is like this. You gotta catch me in a simple way and have me vibing with you the whole time. So I love Busta. Love Busta. Great lyricist, great artist. You go to his show, amazing.
Oh, one of the best shows
One of the best
Wait,
shows
you
ever.
seen Busta Rhymes in concert?
Nah, I've never seen him, but you
I
can't
have.
debate. You can't.
I've seen him I've seen Jay-Z in concert and Busta in concert.
I've never seen him in concert. I wouldn't even. All I know is that if you're talking about a show,
This was
then Busta and like certain people like kill a show. But if you're talking about music and an album, Busta make an album today, and you barely hear about it. Nas made an album today. You're gonna hear something about it because he chooses great producers. He always keeps his lyrics on point. Like the last few albums, he chose Hit Boy to produce the album, and then you got the Nas lyrics where Busta you don't hear nothing about. Unfortunately, that's just my perception. But I would choose a Nas in a heartbeat because he's got 30 years of a golden track record, like one of the best ever in hip hop. Busta's great, love Busta. But Nas is my guy. That's my guy. We made a whole shirt, a whole clothing line after this guy, bro.
I almost named one of my kids. What's his name?
Nasir.
Sincere. When Belly came out, I swear I was gonna name my kid Sincere. I swear I was.
So what happened to that thought?
It sounded stupid.
My
His
wife
wife shot it down.
My
She's
wife
logical. You're
like,
gonna name your son Sincere?
Get out of here. I was really tempted to. But for me,
but it's crazy. My son's middle name is Amir. It's a little close and very Egypt-like.
So for me, like of course Nas too, but like Busta is just an all-around like live performer. He brings it 150%. Like his
and
energy
too.
No, I mean he's always been, and his voice is different too. So you know what I mean?
Like
just like Nas, like Busta got this, some guys got that voice. They got the Jada, the Busta, the Nas. Everybody
raspiness.
It's the raspy. So Busta got that raspy. He was always been a great performer, but I've always just liked Nas better, just because there's always more into his bars. Like he's always trying to, like you can hear the evolution of Nas and his of life and all that stuff and his music. You know what I mean? And not to knock Busta, but I just, to me, Nas was a better artist all around. Like I was always more influenced by Nas than what I was by Busta. Y'all niggas on your phone?
I'm turning off notifications.
I was actually going to start looking to see when Busta started his music career.
I bet 9'5", 9'4".
So, to me, I just like
after Nas. I know that.
Well, Nas was one of the first. Yeah, Nas was early. If you think about that one song that he said 9/7, that's when Busta came out with his first Flip Mode album.
Nah, he didn't come out with Flip Mode first. He came out with oh my god,
I'm
Tribe Called Quest.
Yeah, that's like the one album that people was riding to in Tampa. Like there was that one song that people were doing that one dance in Tampa. Yeah. Oh no, it was like no. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. They had that one dance where everybody was doing it on the north side of Tampa. It was insane. That had to be like 98, 99. Damn it, what was it? I was just trying to look it up, man. Oh, I got it on my phone. I remember because I was going to post that motherfucker.
What, the A-Rap money shit?
No, the old school fucking... You don't even know which one I'm talking about, do you, bro?
What is it, Busta Rhymes?
Yeah. Yeah, bro. Nigga, I just literally added...
Don't play it. Just tell me the name of it.
You can link the video and mute what we play. Dangerous. It's dangerous.
Oh, this is serious.
Yeah.
That
lit up Tampa when that thing came out. But the thing is, Tampa had a dance to it though, not between the song and the dance. Everybody hit the beat on the tables in the school. Remember, we be in the middle of class and everybody was hitting that beat all day in class.
I didn't even know there was a dance to this shit.
Yeah, I didn't know there was a dance. Oh, come on, man. Y'all crazy. So, Jake, what's yours?
I would have to go with Busta Rhymes.
Why?
And here's my reason. So, I've seen Busta Rhymes perform twice. I've met Busta Rhymes personally when I worked a club in Orlando.
And this guy's always with him, too. He don't never go out.
Oh, yeah. Spliff is always with him, yeah.
Spliff always with him.
Yeah.
Always with him. That's the other thing I like about him. I'm not gonna lie, is that he always look out for his man.
He's always been by his side. And when I saw Nas perform.
You saw? I've never seen him perform. Nah, I've never seen him perform.
When Wu-Tang came down for their Wu-Tang tour, they had Nas and Busta Rhymes with them and shit. And
Busta killed that shit.
Let me tell you, the fucking energy this nigga puts out is unmatched.
I've seen him live. He's the only performer. Has he been on the battles? What's it called?
The Versus?
Oh, the Versus. Oh, I don't know.
Nobody's been against
why
him.
He's not on Versus yet? I don't think you can't versus him. Oh, who's he gonna battle? I don't know. He's too wild.
There's a lot of people that can battle him. Like honestly,
not to perform.
I mean, nah. When it comes to performing, no, because
like
his energy's unmatched.
Song, like battle
for song, there's people that can, but like if you think about his energy, like he brings such an energy, he's gonna win regardless. Because it doesn't matter what song it is.
Still got the same energy.
Yeah, listen, the nigga, you know what it was that the Mariah Carey joint that he was that he had her on, right? The nigga
I seen the whole video on that one,
bro. The nigga performs it, and Spliff starts performing it with him. Singing the Mariah Carey part, and I'm dying.
Be funny, bro.
I'm dying, dog. This nigga is stupid, dog.
That's gotta be funny.
But then you get Nas that gets on, and bro, Nas got some fire tracks. Don't get me wrong, but he kept forgetting his fucking lyrics, and I was like, I'm done.
Un tremendo nota.
And you can't sit there. You can't sit there and be like, oh, this nigga's got so much music. So does Busta Rhymes. So does Wu-Tang, and they remember all their lyrics. And they don't try to mask it with the whole, like, the niggas on stage.
What if Nas has dementia? Get the... Really, bro? I don't know.
The nigga fucked up his... Like, he was fucking up on his shit. And then he was like, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just vibing. It was the energy out here. I'm like... No.
They pay you to come out and see it. Some people just take it more seriously than others. Yeah, it's just this. That was more. That's more that Busta taking it more seriously than what Nas did.
But you see,
that's clearly obvious, and that's
Busta.
But what was your question? Who's a better performer, or
like who would you pick, Nas or Busta Rhymes? And I gotta say, I like the fact that Busta Rhymes has more features than Nas does.
That's
you know what I'm saying.
That's what weak. That's to me. That's weak. Nas is dolo.
It's not that it's weak. That just means he can actually go through anybody. Like, bro, when him and Method Man get together and shit, bro, it's a vibe. You know what I'm saying? When him and like of course Spliff, but like when Missy Elliott and him performed, bro, it's a vibe. Like
Nah,
anybody he goes with, it's just a whole fucking vibe. It's a whole thing.
yeah, I think
That's true.
Yeah, he always goes hard. That's all that is.
He puts in that work. So I that's why I chose Busta Rhymes, because he puts in that work, bro, and he gives you the same energy that he gave you 20 years ago. He does that shit now, as if this nigga was 20. He gives you that what was it, Twister or even Bone Thugs type of speed. You know what I'm saying? And all these other niggas will fucking forget their flow. He does not.
Yeah, bro. It's all the topics we got today, brother.
You guys look like you're tired. We all
I
gotta
got
get up early in the
curfew.
morning.
My, you already heard my sleep alarm go off,
Bro. That ding. I was like, who's singing a lullaby, bro?
That's my phone telling me I am too old to be up past much later than that time, brother.
Well, we got about 40 minutes. We got enough content right here. So, I mean, we can cut it now. We can have the magic man over there edit this wonderful thing. I love talking to everybody. I can keep going, honestly, with just different shit.
Yeah, I know. I got to get home. My wife said don't come home too late. So,
I thought she said don't come home too drunk.
That normally means too drunk if I'm not out that late.
Well, with that being said, you know what? I want to end this on a good positive note. I want to do something that I used to do way back then, and I want you guys to do me a favor. You guys have a wealth of knowledge on a lot of different things, whether it be parenting, relationships. Your work ethic is phenomenal. You know what? I want to say this, and this is going to be out there so everybody can see this. I know I'm the big brother, but I look up to you guys because you guys have such a strong work ethic. You guys should have been the big brothers, honestly. I love you guys, and you know I got your back no matter what. But what I need from you guys, one topic, doesn't matter what it is. If you guys had a nugget of value, like anything that you would just want to give somebody advice, what would it be? Something that you guys live by. Anything.
I would say financial intelligence. Just making sure you make smart decisions at all times about, not getting into a lot of negative debt, credit cards, negative debt, things that you don't need. You got to live within your means, pay for cash, don't use credit if you can, and, just be smart about your money. You don't want to be drowning in debt and living outside of your means. You need to live within your means. You have to be real about your situation and, just not be extravagant just to show off. Because at the end of the day, none of that matters. You can't take none of it with you anyway. So
you ain't wrong. You look like you're thinking really hard, Christian.
And always family first. You don't understand how important your wife and your kids are, because you might not have that forever. Go ahead.
You can't even top that last part. Like, you can't top that last part.
Well, ain't no topping. It's just a different perspective.
It really, well, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. And props to you on that one.
So, I don't know. This is a timely question as life happens, as professional challenges and wins happen. To me, the only thing I can stick to is be true to you. When you go to work or when you live your life, think about
if you left this world tomorrow, would you be happy? Because sometimes people make mistakes or make decisions or do things for personal or whatever type of opportunity or gain they may get in the moment, but sacrifice moral standards or what they believe in. And if you work hard, if you believe in the decisions that you make is the right thing for you or for the people that work for you or with you, then stick to that. Because ultimately, no monetary gain, no title gain, none of that will change how you've left this world when that time should come. So be true to you, be true to the people around you, and be true to your moral compass. And hopefully things align. If they do, great. And if they don't, at least you'll sleep knowing that you tried your best. What you gonna say?
I don't know.
My bad.
All right, y'all two out. Josh, your turn.
Always realize the mistakes that you've made are mistakes that you made in the past, right? As long as you don't continue down that cycle, then that just shows whether it's small progress, big progress, it's still progress. And if there's anything I've learned, I've made a fuck ton of mistakes. A lot. One of my biggest mistakes that I can actually say I do regret was recognizing who's real and who's not. I couldn't recognize who's real and who wasn't real. I couldn't discern that. And it should always be family over everything. It doesn't, I mean, we got some people that are just fucked up in the head, and there's nothing you could do about that. But the ones that are there, from the moments that you're fucking up and they're telling you, yo, you're fucking up, to the times that you're actually doing better and they're recognizing that you're doing better. Take all of that in, because that's going to make you either better or stronger, maybe even both. So I say this because, like I said, I know I've had a lot of mistakes that I've made, some that I'm not proud of, but some that have made me who I am. And I agree with you guys. Be true to yourself. I can't grasp the whole money situation, so I can't sit there and like, yeah, I agree with you, because I mean, realistically, not the best for money. Let's be real.
That's why I was saying you got to learn how to.
Bro, and I've taken a course on Financial Peace University, and I'm like, bro, 2 years I did this shit and I still couldn't get it. But I understand the concept. I'm just not good at it. But you both agreed on one thing, and that's family over everything. Family above everything, right? Because without family, you got fake friends. You know what I'm saying? And you need to discern who's real and who's not. Be mindful of who you got around you, because they got that saying in Spanish, tell me who you hang with and I'll tell you who you are. I couldn't even say it in Spanish, so I say it in English. You guys can take the Spanish part. But yeah, family above everything. You know what I'm saying? And I'm blessed with having two brothers that we've had ups and downs in our entire relationship, but we made a pact years ago and we've stuck by it. We've even, you know what I'm saying, demonstrated that to our family, and they understand that. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, my part is definitely always choose family over anybody else who's not family. At the end of the day, it's all you got, whether it's your brothers, your sisters, your kids, even our wild mom. You got to choose mom, man. I mean, like, without mom, we wouldn't be here.
150%. Because there's only one way here, and that's through.
God, Jesus, I don't want to think about that part.
Okay.
that is the last thing I wanted to think about.
That's not what I meant. I'm just saying that's how we entered the world, was through our mother. Like birth. I was saying birth. It was a natural point.
Okay.
Right.
Vegan.
I totally bombed that one. My bad.
Love you guys.
All right.
The next time, Chris, you do your magic. I'm Tap Out Beast, also known as Josh, because I'm their older brother.
Twin one, the true oldest brother out of the three. We want to be real.
Twin two, the handicap one. Love, peace, and chicken grease.